going to talk about the dark side of the force. How many of you are a bit scared about what's happening in the world with the climate? We're going to talk about that, and you have absolutely every reason to be afraid. Climate change is the mother of all risks to the entire national security of this country and of the whole world. Technology got us here, and it's going to be technology and people that get us out. E squared, efficiency. We waste half the energy that we use in this country. The cheapest, least polluting source of energy is that which we don't use. If you add up the fossils and the nukes, we've got about 1,600 terawatts, or about 100 years worth of power from fossils that's there for us. But then on the other side, you take a look at the renewables, and you find that between wave power and tidal power and geothermal and hydropower and biomass power and wind power alone, we have 80 terawatts a year, or 5 times more energy than we need today with just those. And then there's one more big one that's out there. 23,000 terawatts a year. Blows everything else out, the sun. Solar, on just 7% of that, could supply every kilowatt hour of electricity we use in this country today, which is that little ball in the sky that will revolve around at 43,000 miles an hour every year, and it's 1,000 times more energy than we need. We have these distributed supercomputers in our pockets now. Energy is doing what these are doing. It's becoming much more distributed. And if you look at a distributed energy future, it's not really central big nuclear power stations. What it is it's solar, and it's smaller and smaller, much more local systems that everybody can have. So we're going from central power, where it was generated centrally, towards transmission lines to distribution. And we're winding up where we have solar and wind all distributed all around, where we're becoming not just consumers of energy, but actually producers or prosumers of energy. What are the real reasons, the top 10 reasons why people don't go solar, don't go to clean energies? And number one is it's too expensive. Too much money out of my pocket, I don't have it, it always costs more, I just can't afford it. The price of solar has now come down 99% since it was first coming out in the 1960s. Price of solar has dropped 70% just since 2009. Every year, more and more solar. It's rising exponentially, just like the carbon is rising, but technology's catching up. We as humans are going to do this, and everybody would love to be green if you could save money. And that's where we're headed. That's what we're going to do. That's what we need to do. That's the future. And so when we do that, then the whole world opens up for everybody. And then there's the jobs. I'm part of a group called Environmental Entrepreneurs who just documented that in the United States alone, there's 2.5 million Americans working in the clean energy economy. It's bigger than agriculture. It's bigger than coal. It's bigger than oil. It's the fastest growing industry in the country. And then there was the Paris Accord, where every country in the world came together to say that it's time we deal with it. And when you look up what those commitments mean, it's $13 trillion worth of jobs and opportunities and investment. So it's all coming. Within the next couple of years, we're going to see a revolution like we've never seen before. So when you sit back and you're worried and you're afraid, the real fear is not that we're powerless, but that we're powerful beyond measure. And when you take a look at the future, remember, for every crisis, there's an equal opportunity for positive change, that it's not just the dark forces, and they are dark. The reality is that we can create a better future. The light is here, the people, the technology channeling these forces of nature. You are a force of nature.